grandfather used to tell me if I would keep my mouth shut and listen, I might learn something. And I didn't keep my mouth shut, but I did start listening more and more. And over the years, I found myself, coffee shops, bars, restaurants, wherever, just listening in on conversations of people without them knowing it. Maybe it sounds a little creepy, but as a writer, these are the things that we really look forward to, hoping that we'll find something, some subject that will pique our interest and give us the inspiration to write something wonderful. And sometimes on the weekends, I would get off work and I would get ready, go out, maybe go hang out at a bar, see a band or something like that. But afterwards, I would just go pick up a six-pack of beer and leave it in the bag and just walk around until I found a nice corner with a couple of guys there who looked like they needed a beer and a little conversation. And that became my hobby. Over the years, I've probably interviewed 100, 150 different people on the streets from different facets of or different parts of their career on the streets. And the one thing that fascinated me more than anything was, how does a person get here? And we all know the stories about drugs and mental illness and things like this, but there's another side, and there are people like you and me who are working a job right now, and then 2 years from now they're going to be on the streets. It's guaranteed to happen, whether it's from a broken heart or a broken bank account, or maybe they got into some trouble, something caused them to snap and just disappear into the cities. And again, it is one of the most fascinating things that I've ever encountered, because each one of us, we each have our lives, and we try to think somewhere down the road, okay, where am I going to be at this point and where am I going to be at that point? But we can't foresee what is in the future. And we're all 6 or 7 paychecks away from being on the streets, and it could happen that easily. So I because there were so many of these homeless people in the city, I needed to get to the bottom of it. I needed to find out what was going on. And yes, drugs have a lot to do with it. Mental illness has a lot to do with it. But there are circumstances beyond people's control. I have met people who just wanted to be on the streets. They just decided to disappear. They either felt unloved or they felt like they were useless. We talk about low self-esteem in the play Suppliant Street Serenade, and it plays a big part. Some of these guys, I remember meeting a guy one time who was trying to talk with Marin County, and the deal he was trying to negotiate is that he would try to get a job, but he needed his teeth fixed, and he just needed some clothes. That's, to dress up. He needed to take a bath, and he needed to get out there. Smart guy, but he was down so far that he couldn't get back up. And that is one of those things that you want to find somebody like that sometimes, and maybe even help them, if there's any way. But Suppliant Street Serenade began one night at about 2 a.m. after my friend Martha and I were interviewing or just hanging out and talking to some homeless guys, and we met a guy named Alvin. And Alvin was this wonderful, cheerful guy who had a really bad infected leg, and he had been out on the streets maybe 6 months or so. He had walked in, his wife, I guess, was having an affair. The boyfriend beat him up, threw him down some stairs. The wife proceeded to throw all of his clothes out of the apartment, and he ended up on the street. He was hanging out with a guy he called the Deacon, and just sitting and talking to these guys for a few hours, just really. I absolutely loved Alvin, because he was just such a sweet, sweet soul, and he wasn't a very smart guy. He was a little slow, but he was trying to make do with everything he had. And Alvin ended up disappearing, and from that point, I kind of just took it under. It was my job to convince myself that Alvin had survived and Alvin had gone on. So Suppliant Street Serenade began one night, probably about 2 a.m., and I sat down at my piano in my apartment there in San Francisco, and I wrote this song called Good Old Alvin.
The string to good old Alvin, may God's love be with him. We hope he finds a place to rest and rest his heart within.
I'm just thinking about Alvin and what he's thinking now. It ain't the same without him now that he's left town. I think about his troubles and how life let him down, how his wife cheated him and her lover beat him down. Let's drink to good old Alvin. May God's love be with him, and hope he finds a place to rest and rest his heart within.
And after that, every time I would go out and meet someone, I would look for the song, I'd look for the story. At one point, I got with a French director by the name of Francis Estrand, and he and I had tried to rewrite the script that I had originally written, and we were going to turn it into a short film, but it never materialized. We ended up, the company we were working for laid our department off, so we went our separate ways, and I ended up moving up to Portland, Oregon with my family, and Francis went on to Texas, I believe, and so we never got it done. So Suppliant has been sitting in a box for many, many years, and recently I was talking to a friend of mine who had met some of the homeless people that we talk about in this play. And I said, I need to pull that out and see if it's something that we can do. So I went back through it, read over the script. It needed some work, and over the past few months, I've been rewriting some of the songs, rearranging some of the songs, and rewriting the script. And I have managed to find some absolutely amazing local talent. Who, some of these old guys, they look like homeless people. I hate to say that, but they do once they've got their garb on, and just they really bring out the human element of these people that I'm writing about. And I'm so excited about Suppliant finally getting to be on the stage. And I really hope that folks will come out and see it. It's not a great work of art. It's good entertainment. I think it's thought-provoking. A lot of times we'll pass and we'll see somebody that's homeless, and we'll either give to them, or we've already conditioned ourselves where we no longer see them. Here locally, we don't see a lot of that, which is a wonderful thing. But in the big cities, they are the filler of the cracks in the sidewalks, and they are everywhere. There is an entire subculture of homeless people. These people, they live in groups or little clans. They have their own sort of government. They've got their own rules. They have their own language. Their biggest problem, besides eating, which eating is not really that big of a problem. Most people will feed them. The biggest problem that a lot of these guys face is the boredom. And Suppliant Street Serenade is one night in the lives of 5 homeless men who are trying to pass the night along by entertaining themselves. And in this case, if you could do anything in the world, what would it be? And you'd be surprised at some of the answers that I heard when I had talked to these folks. So if you get a chance, please go to calcoarts.com and you can purchase tickets there. The show is going to be from September 11th through the 14th. And because it's September 11th, we've decided to put together a short tribute to those that died on September 11th. So it's one of the interesting stories that I've read over the years about the amount of homeless people who were killed during 9/11, yet there were no records of them. And these people who are in this play, the characters pay tribute to them. So please come on out and support the Center for the Arts, and we really hope that you are going to enjoy the show. We have a lot more shows in store for you. Our kudzu and cotton project will be kicking off October or November, and they're going to be parts for everybody. So please, please, please come out, support the arts, and thank you for supporting Calhoun County Center for the Arts. Good day.